Today I'll talk about operations management. It is an introductory lecture on operations management. So various management aspects of business include market communication, operations management, sales management, finance management, and certain others including change management, time management, industrial management. These are few to be listed. There are many more. So three basic management functions of an organization include finance, operations, and marketing. In finance, we track how well the organization is doing. It is paying bills or collecting the money. Under operations, the task is to create product. And under marketing, the main focus is on to generate demand. So what is operation? In operations, we transform capital into resources, and the resources are transformed into saleable products and services. So basically, operations is a transformation process which transforms input to output. Input is in the form of raw materials. Transformation is a process, and output is either product or service. Raw materials include land, people, capital, material, and information. Process include system in place and manpower. Products are tangible output, and services include intangible and tangible output. The raw material have lower value and the output have higher value. And all the three steps are under control. So what are operations? Operations are the aspect of business organization that are responsible for producing goods and services. Now let us see what is operations management. So the objective of operation management is to do operations in an effective and efficient manner. Operation management include design and management of product and services, processes, and supply chain. Operations management is the business function that is responsible for planning, coordinating, and controlling the resources needed to produce products and services. It is systematically direct, control, and evaluate transformation process. So operations management systematically direct, control, and evaluate transformation process. The focus of operations management is to deliver a good quality product in appropriate quantity in a timely manner, which has been produced in a cost effective manner. So these are the focus of operations management. To list some of the functions of operations management personnel, some of the functions include forecasting demand of product, arranging for procurement of raw materials, arranging for services, some of which include storekeeping, quality control, maintenance services, and there are many others, and to utilize effectively the factors involved in production. So these are some of the functions of operations management personnel. What is the scope of operations management? The scope can be divided into strategic level, which is for few years, and tactical level, which is for few months. In strategic level, there is product research and development, facility location and layout, process design, designing material handling system, and capacity planning. Tactical level include production planning and control, inventory control, maintenance, repair and replacement, cost control, work system design, safety and hazards, reliability considerations. So these are the scope of operations management. These are 5 P's of operations management, and these include product, plant, program, that is time schedule, process of transformation, and people. So these are 5 P's. So what all is included in operations management? So various strategic level operations management decisions include product R&D, forecasting, location and layout of plant, process and capacity design, human resource and job design, production planning and control. These are technical. Project planning, maintenance, quality, supply chain management, materials management, and inventory management. So these are the certain decisions which are under operations management. Now let us look at the production system. What is the definition of production system? So production system include any of the methods used in industry to create goods and services from various resources. And the production system can be divided into intermittent and continuous. The intermittent production system include project, job shop, and batch, whereas continuous production system include mass production and process production. The example of intermittent production system include designer shirt, which customer orders with appropriate specifications, and the continuous production example include ready-made garments which are produced in a mass manner. So what are the differences between intermittent and continuous production? For intermittent production system, order changes over time, product design changes over time, the machinery used is of general purpose, not specific for the product, because products are specific, they are not standardized. There is start and stop in production system. The production is in small scale and there is no standard process and sequence. This I have taken from this resource, and this figure illustrates that various functions of an organization, they are related to each other and there is flow of information from one function to other function. So there is flow of information to and fro from marketing, from information system, from finance, from human resource, from engineering, from accounting, and in the center there is operations management. Now let us see what is operations management strategy or operations strategy. We will first look at the business strategy. The 3 business strategy as stated by Michael Porter include differentiation, cost leadership, and focus. And the fourth one can be focus and niche. Factors which are taken into consideration to formulate business strategy include scope of business or mission of business, analysis and understanding the market, identifying the company's strength and weakness by SWOT analysis. So by taking into consideration these factors, we identify or we decide what should be our business strategy. So, what is operation strategy? Operation strategy specify policies and plans for optimal use of resources, and it supports overall business strategy. So these were the 3 functions which we have discussed before of an organization: finance, operations, and marketing. And there is strategy corresponding to all these 3 functions. There is finance strategy, there is operation strategy, and there is marketing strategy. And these three strategies, they are in line with the overall business strategy. So what are the components of operation strategy? These are the components: corporate strategy, production plan, competitor priorities, and positioning strategy. Corporate strategy is very similar to business strategy. There are certain differences. The business strategy is highest level decision. It is more concise. It is long term. It has high risk decision. Whereas corporate strategy, which is part of operational strategy, it is one level down decision. It is more detailed. It is more data oriented, and it includes how to measure performance. Product plan component of operation strategy. These are the various questions: what to produce, or what is our product line, how to produce, how much to produce, what is our customer segment which we need to target, and how to distribute product, that is supply chain. So these are the questions which are to be answered by the product plan component of operation strategy. Then competitive priorities. Various aspects of competitive priorities include quality of the product, price of the product, timely delivery, and flexibility. Then let us see various operation strategies with respect to product life cycle. So the product life cycle include introductory phase, growth phase, maturity phase, and decline phase of the product. And these are the operation strategy corresponding to these phases of product life cycle. One strategy is enter early and exit late. So we enter at the introductory phase of the product and we exit late at the decline phase. The second strategy is enter early and exit early. We enter at the introductory phase of the product life cycle and we exit at the maturity phase. Enter late and exit late strategies. We enter late in the maturity phase and exit late in the decline phase. Then let us see what is positioning strategy or positioning trade-off component of operational strategy. This is a graph where the y-axis is customization. The lowest point is a product which is standardized. So there is no variation, there is low variety. And the top level is the product which is very specific. That is, it has lot of variety. And the x-axis include the volume of production. The leftmost is low volume, then the rightmost is high volume. So if the product is standard and the production is in high volume, then the strategy is product focused strategy. Examples include line and continuous production. And the example is paper manufacturing industry and bread manufacturing industry. So if the product is very specific and it is produced in low volume, then the strategy is process focus. The type of production include project or job shop. Example is emergency room of a hospital. Whereas if the product is very specific for a customer, that is, it has high variety and it is also produced in high volume, then the production function or production type is known as mass customization. Example is, for example, Dell company, which produces customized PC for its customers. And then there is a strategy known as intermediate focus. Example is batch processing. For example, manufacturing TV, car, fast food restaurant. So this is about positioning trade-off. Now let us see what are the various challenges in operations management. These include global focus as compared to local focus, just-in-time manufacturing, supply chain partnership, mass customization, empowered employees, environmental sensitivity, e-commerce or e-business, and lean production. So this is all for today. Thank you very much.